Hello, Kula here. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is November 2nd and I know I haven't filmed in a really long time, so I do apologize. It's just been a transition in work. I've been working a ton. My husband's been home. There just hasn't been a good time for it. I do have things I want to show you guys definitely, and I'm going to start kind of refilming and posting a ton of videos here with my October favorites, since it is already November 2nd and I am late. I'll kind of explain too, there was also a reason in my favorites why I haven't been filming, and it's kind of shameful. But I'm going to get right on into this here because I don't want this to get too long. I might get a little chatty, so I do apologize. So for October, I was loving a lot of things, and there was only one thing I wasn't really digging for this month. So I'm just going to start here. One thing I was really digging is the Waterful serum I got in my Mimi box. This was in the thumbs up Mimi box I got. I mean, it's all in Korean, so I can't really read it to you. All I know is that it's called like the Waterful serum. It's like a hydrating serum. I've been using this at night just because during the day sometimes if it's a little too heavy, especially in the transition period between fall and winter right now, it can make me look a little oily, but this is really nice. The directions say to use 2 to 3 pumps of it. I only need one, like that's all I need, and it's just, it absorbs really quickly. It has a really great texture, and I really like this stuff. I'm not sure if you can pick this up in the Mimi box store. I think you can though, and I would definitely recommend trying that if you're looking for a really good hydrating serum, especially for winter coming. So I was definitely digging this. Next thing I was really digging for the month of October is my Benefit LolliBalm. I got this in the Frisky 6 set from Ulta. This is kind of one of the big reasons why I got this. This was their like Radiant Orchid color they released for this summer. Also, my lighting probably will change. It looks really good now, but it might switch just because I'm trying to do this kind of at a weird time in the day with some artificial lighting, and then there's natural lighting on this side, just because this is kind of the only time I can squeeze this in for the next couple days. I know some people really hate these, some people really like them. They're really sheer, and that's kind of why people, I think, didn't like them so much. They're kind of expensive what they are, but they're really nourishing, they're really hydrating. You don't get a lot in this little sample here. Like I said, this is a little mini from the Frisky 6 set. But that's the color there. I just love this Radiant Orchid color, and I really love how this balm feels on my lips. So if you're looking for kind of more of a higher end balm, like if you're considering something up in like the fresh lip balm kind of range there, this is definitely one I would look into. They do have the other colors too from the other tints they have. So this is pretty awesome. Next thing I was really liking for this month, it's actually a blog. It's called, I have notes down here, I think it's Of Faces and Fingers, I think is the title of the blog. It is musicalhouses.blogspot.com, and I'll put that in the description box so you can go to it. I found it through the Nouveau Cheap blog. I was kind of looking through some of the other blogs that they have like linked to them, and I found some really cool ones. And what I really liked about the Of Faces and Fingers, is what I think it's called, blog, is that it's kind of a more scientific approach, and I'm really into like educating myself about products and making my own decisions. I think that's really important. Like, if you're going to make a decision about anything, I think you should get as much info about it as you can and then make your own decision. Like, you shouldn't really listen to like the opinions of others that aren't really backed up by information, if that makes sense. And she has a lot of really interesting articles on there, like regarding parabens and regarding charcoal in beauty products and sunscreen, and it's just a really interesting blog, and I definitely recommend checking it out. It's definitely kind of influenced my opinion on things, especially parabens, how she kind of did a meta research on it and pulled like a bunch of information. She has like a lot of links to different papers about it and things, and it's really interesting. So if you're kind of interested more in like the science and educating yourself about beauty products, I would definitely recommend checking out that blog. So like I said, I'll put the link below. It's musicalhouses.blogspot.com, and it's like the Of Faces and Fingers blog, and you can also find it linked through the Nouveau Cheap blog, which I really love and highly recommend. I think I've talked about that before. Next up, I was really loving my Cat Eyes palette from Too Faced. I got this earlier. This is like a fall palette they released. I got it when it was like only on the Too Faced website, but you can get it from Sephora now. And I think Ulta carries it. I haven't seen it in the store at Ulta, or at least at my Ulta. Ulta has the country and the rock and roll palettes that are exclusive to them and to the Too Faced website. But this you can find on the Too Faced website. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Sephora. And what I like about it, like, it's a fall palette, and it's not like super duper fall, like it's not super duper deep tones or anything, and I just love like cats. So I love how this is like leopard print, and I love how all these names are like cat puns, especially kitty glitter is like my favorite thing ever, which is this silver, just the name of it. But really for like go-to day looks, I definitely hit up this day part up here. Like I think Tiger's Eye is such a gorgeous color, especially if you have blue eyes, just because of the copper and the orange in it. And then these wet dry liners, I really, really love to use them as liners. Like, I haven't used them wet yet, so I can't speak to their use wet, but I love to, you know, use like my MAC Black Track fluid liner, gel liner, whatever that thing is, I keep forgetting. I love to use that, and then to use like leopard on top of it to kind of soften it a little and to tone down like the harsh black for like a day look. I also use them on their own if I'm not feeling up to like actually putting on liner. I just use these as like a powder liner. And I just think this is a very versatile palette. Like if you're looking for something smaller, more compact, like this is super easy to throw in a purse. There is a mirror behind this thing here, like this little glamour book comes out, there's a mirror behind there. I mean, it holds it open so you can like see yourself. I think this is a really, really great palette for someone looking for just something quick, something to go to. It's, I think, like $36, so it's not that expensive. It's not like, say, buying a Naked palette, which is around $50 now. I would highly recommend this palette. Like, at least check it out. I think it's really great. I think the shadows are really great quality. I love Too Faced shadows, and if you love cats, like, I'm all over this. So I was really loving that. Another product I was really loving, also from a mini box, is the Kocostar Nail Therapy Nail Masks. I've been super into masks. I know I haven't really been like talking about them, but I've been using a ton over the last like month or so just because it is the transition period and my skin's pretty angry about it. But these are amazing. I really love the julep ones. These are similar to the julep nail ones where they're like individual like nail things. You put them on and you sit. These you leave on, I believe, for 30 minutes to an hour, which is significantly longer than the julep ones, but I think that these are actually way better than the julep ones. They stayed on my fingers, like they're a little bit more snug, like I feel like they fit better, which might be because these are Korean and maybe it's like they have smaller hands. I have small hands, like width-wise, I have like long, like terrifying fingers, but like my fingers, like the tips here are smaller, so maybe julep made theirs larger to accommodate more people, whereas they didn't have to accommodate more people, if that makes sense. But I love how these are more snug, and I just feel like the formula is so much more intense. It is so much more moisturizing, more soothing. I just get really, really dry nails, really dry cuticles. I try and take care of them, so I really need heavy duty stuff, and these are pretty awesome. I forget how much these are. I think they're like $14 each. I got two in my mini box. I used one. This is the other one. But these are really amazing. I was really digging these this month. I was also really digging my Cargo Beach Blush Bronzer. What is this? Yeah, Beach Blush. It's like a blush and bronzer in one. I got this in my Blush Mystery Beauty box for October. This is in the color Cable Beach, and I think this is a really good fall, like beach bronze blusher kind of color. Like it's shimmery, but it's not like glittery or anything, and I think it's just a really pretty, everyone can wear it color. I think they described it as like a warm rosy color. I don't know, I just really like that. It's kind of like a terracotta almost when you mix them all together. And I heard too, some people are commenting on my videos that you can use this as eyeshadow. I haven't actually done that yet, but they said like it didn't irritate their eyes or anything, and I'm definitely gonna put this on my eyes soon, I promise. But I just love the color of this. I think it's really pretty. I think it was a really good color, and this is probably like the shining star from that Blush Mystery Beauty box, which I'll also come back to later in the video if that's kind of a spoiler. And then finally, kind of the big reason why I haven't been making videos and everything, like kind of besides my job, is there are some pretty nifty games that came out this month. So I'm going to start with this guy here. This is Pokemon Art Academy. I forgot where I heard about this, but I was really excited for this to come out. I have the other Art Academy for the DS, and I know it's kind of stupid, like it's not a professional art thing, like it's definitely not as sensitive as say like an actual tablet would be for your PC, but it's really, really soothing, and I love Pokemon, so it's like especially super soothing to draw Pokemon and to color them in. And I'm not sure if these are actually like things you can do. I know this is definitely a picture I could make in this game, but they're really, really good tutorials and stuff. Like, it's a really good learning process. Like, you kind of start out like just drawing, like tracing the Pokemon, and then you color them in, and then it starts to show you how to build things with shapes, and you kind of have to draw them yourself, and it's just a really nice progression. And like I said, this is just really soothing to play. Like, the music is soothing. I love Pokemon. So I've been doing this when I was feeling kind of stressed out, and this is really great to have. Bayonetta 2 also finally came out. I love the first Bayonetta. This actually comes with the first Bayonetta, so that's really great, but I already played that a long time ago. I was really surprised when I heard this was coming to the Wii U, because you don't really think about like Nintendo for mature rated games, as this one appropriately is, because it is ridiculous in a good way. Like, it is over the top, it is crazy. There has been some controversy with this game because it is like hypersexualized. Like, it is really, really hypersexualized, I guess. I mean, there's swearing in it too. Like, they drop F-bombs and everything, which is kind of amazing on the Wii U. Like, you wouldn't expect that with the machine that plays like Mario. But I think it works for the game. Like, I think Bayonetta herself is an incredibly powerful person. She's strong. I don't think at any point in this game, like, is she ever demeaned or anything, even though it is super sexualized. Like, she owns it, and she's a very powerful person. And like I said, like, I know there's been a ton of controversy about it, but I just feel like she's a super, super duper strong person, and I love this game. It's crazy, it's go nuts. If that's something you're into, I would definitely recommend checking it out. This is not a game for everyone, especially, like I said, it is really adult, it is really mature, but if you love action, I mean, if you just, I don't know, there's something about this game that is incredibly addicting, and I love it. So I've been playing the crap out of that. And then finally, the game that has basically absorbed all of my attention, like, the last week or so, Fantasy Life, again for the Nintendo 3DS. This is, I don't know how to explain this game. This is basically grinding the game, but I'm one of those people that like loves grinding. So basically there's 12 different lives you can take up, and you just kind of like progress through them. There are a couple of gathering professions, like a woodcutter, a fisher, a miner. There are crafting professions. There's an alchemist, a carpenter, and a blacksmith. There is a tailor, which is super fun. There's a cook you can be, and you can also be, I think, a paladin, a mercenary, a hunter, or like a wizard. And I actually haven't touched the paladin, mercenary, hunter, or wizard. I've just been like ridiculously leveling up the gathering and the crafting professions, because in World of Warcraft, which I played for quite a while, that was my favorite part, oddly enough, was like the grinding. Like, I was a Tauren Druid, and I was an herbalist and an alchemist, I think is what I was. Oh my god, I can't remember. It's been so long. But I would just, that's just what I would do, and I would grind out everything. I think I even like switched professions a few times to grind out some other ones to get some things for achievements, and I love grinding. Like, I am like 23, 24 hours now into this game, and I think I'm like just to the second part of the story. And that's what's so beautiful about this game, because the game is basically like, you live your life, which they capitalize because you can change your life, which is kind of cool. Like, it's like a big metaphor for everything that's going on in my like actual life, because I kind of did a lot of changing and I'm going through a transition period. And so it's like you do things, and like your achievement kind of system is you earn bliss. So like the more you do with your life, the more bliss you get, and then the more like bliss perks you can get. And it's, I can't put this game down. Like, every waking moment of my life, like, I've been playing this life, like my fantasy life that I haven't been at work, and I love it. If you love like grinding, and I know that sounds weird, like I know people always talk about how they hate grinding and they hate the grind in games, but I mean, if you love like gathering and crafting and grinding and like a really laid back story, like the story's like, you can play the story if you want. You have to eventually to progress through different areas to get more items so you can craft more things, which is like the only reason why I even like do the story. But it's nice because the game doesn't really force you to do anything. The game's like, make this game what you want it to be. Like, play the lives you want. You want to do all the lives at once? Do that. You want to level one up at a time? Do that. You want to level one at all? Like, you don't want to touch the others? Fine, that's great. Do that. There's so much choice to this game, and I don't know, like, I just am wholly addicted, and this has kind of been the sole reason why I haven't like done anything in the last week or so. So that was kind of a long, not tirade, but just chat about fantasy life. So I have kind of one product this month that's kind of a love-hate, which is kind of different. I don't really have a lot of these. This is the Makeup Forever Sens'Eyes makeup remover. And I really like this because it does take off my eye makeup really well. Like, it gets it off really great. That's like one thing I struggle with, why I hate wearing makeup all the time, is just washing off like my mascara, because I get raccoon eyes. And then I'm kind of stuck with that and I have to like keep cleaning it, and I feel like that's not good for my eye area. And so with this guy, it takes it off really great, but no matter what I do, it stings my eyes horribly. And I don't think it should, because it's a waterproof sensitive eye cleanser, but it's like, no matter how, like, I tried doing it the way I said to do it on Sephora, because there's no instructions on this little bottle, which is kind of annoying. I tried doing it that way, like you put it on, you let it sit, and then you rinse it off, and I've tried it like a bunch of different ways, and no matter what I do, it gets in my eyes and it stings terribly, and I don't know if it's worth cleaning off all my eye makeup if it has to hurt every single time. So I'm kind of having like a love-hate relationship with this guy. So this is like a favorite-hate, not favorite product. I don't know. So if anyone has any tips on how to get this to not sting my eyes, or if they have something similar that they use that like doesn't sting, like let me know, because this is not cool. And then I only have one not so favorite this month, and that is going to be the Blush Mystery Beauty Box. As I knock a bunch of stuff down, this is gonna make my camera go nuts. And I just brought the bag here for a visual aid, just so I wouldn't be talking at you. But I don't know if you guys have been watching me, you know I used to get the Blush Mystery Beauty Box from Blush.com, Dermstore.com, and HairandBeauty.com. The trifecta that is now owned by Target. And I really, really like this box at first. It is a $24.95 a month if you're subscribed, $34.95 a month if you want to buy it singly. They reveal one product a month. You get a lot of really good stuff in it. You do get good products, and you get a lot of full-size things, and you definitely get your money's worth, because you're guaranteed a $100 value each month. And out of the mid-range boxes that are like between like $20 and like $25, that's a really good value, like, you know, $100 at least. And I have definitely gotten more. I think there was one time I did get less, which wasn't cool. I can't remember. I know Julep's done that to me before, and that's not cool. But I got bored with it. Like, the product stopped being interesting. They started to reuse products. I had been subscribed to this for over a year. It was a year in August, and October was my last box. I called and canceled. I'm gonna double check to make sure like I didn't get charged, because they put the charge through on the first. I haven't looked yet, so I'm gonna make sure that got canceled. But I went with Birchbox instead of this, and I think I'm enjoying Birchbox more now. I'm not sure if I just got bored of this box, or if this box just kind of started to slack. I know some people have said like their last few boxes were kind of and last few boxes for me were kind of but again, I don't know if it's just boredom with it. I feel like about a year is about a really good length of time to be subscribed to something, and then after that I kind of feel like I start to recycle things and I start to get boring. So I'm not sure, but I'm taking a break from this at the very least. I unsubscribed from it. I'm going to do Birchbox from now on. But this was a not so favorite for the month of October. And now that I've chatted at you for 18 minutes, unfortunately, I'm sorry this is so long, I guess I have a lot to say. These are my favorites for October 2014. I really appreciate you guys watching. I do apologize again for being kind of dead air for a while, but hopefully, I don't know what's gonna happen with my videos. I'm gonna try and do something regular. Like, I'm with the no buy I'm on too. Like, it's been a little difficult because I don't have anything to show you. I know you guys suggested maybe some reviews, so if there's anything you guys want to review on that I've showed in like a haul or something, or if you guys want me to do like get ready with me videos or something, like let me know what you guys want me to do, and I will definitely try to do it. And again, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.